Good morning, students of Standard 9. Welcome in day 18. As you know that in day 17, I have taught you about a very interesting topic about free fall, and I have explained about the concept of free fall, and the object will fall at the same time. It does not depend upon the mass of the object, where there is no resistance obstruct the object. Okay, today I am going to discuss about gravity and gravitation. You just remember that I have already discussed in the first video about gravity and gravitation, but here once again I will explain about this, what is gravity and gravitation. We just suppose that gravity and gravitation are similar, but both are different terms. So today I will explain about how can we say that, how we can say that it is both are different terms. So let us see here. So kindly request to all of you, please sit with pen, notebook and your science book and turn page number 138 and see page number 138, 139. Okay. Now let us see gravity and gravitation term. First of all, try to understand about gravitational force. What is gravitation? The force of attraction between any two objects by virtue of their masses is called gravitation or gravitational force. In just move in chapter day 1, I have already discussed about gravitation or gravitational force. Okay, the force of attraction, not force of repulsion. That means gravitational force is a type of force which acts as a distance force. Okay, there is no contact between two objects. So, and it is also a force of attraction. Okay, it always attract the object. So we can say that the force of attraction between two objects by virtue of their masses. Okay, the force of attraction between any two objects by virtue of their masses is called gravitation or gravitational force. Okay, this is the definition of gravitation. But what is the definition of gravity? First of all, try to see the example of gravitational force. Force of attraction between any two objects such as books, tables, chairs, and between any two heavenly bodies are the examples of gravitation. Okay, that means the force of attraction between any two objects, like smaller or heavier, it does not depend upon the mass. Just like force of attraction between tables and chair, it is example of gravitational force. That gravitational force, the force of attraction between you and me, okay, me and blackboard, these are the example of gravitational force. But gravity is different terms. The force of gravitation exerted by huge heavenly bodies such as Earth, Moon or the Sun, etc. That means we can say that the force of attraction between heavenly bodies like celestial bodies, Sun, stars, Moon, Earth, like that, on a smaller object, and that force is exerted by heavenly bodies to the on a smaller object near its surface is called its gravity or force of gravity. That means when Earth attracts any object towards itself, this is the example of this force, is the example of gravity or force of gravity. It is also called gravitational force, but its name is in a special categorized, and its name is force or gravity or force of gravity. So this is the difference between gravity and gravitation. Gravitation is the force of attraction between any two objects in the universe. Okay, but gravity means the force of attraction between a celestial object, a heavier object, to the on a smaller object, on the surface of a smaller object. That is called gravity. So students, I have taught about gravity and gravitation, and I hope you all understood very well. Now it's time for see the some questions from your book. So let us see some questions from your book. Students, some technical questions arise from taught topic. I have discussed so many important topics. So some technical questions are derived from these taught topics. So let us see here. I have discussed about 4 questions. See question number 1. Why is the weight of an object on the moon 1/6 its weight on the earth? You know that weight is equal to, weight is a type of force and weight is equal to, W is equal to m into g, mass into acceleration due to gravity. And acceleration, the value of acceleration due to gravity is different at different places. Okay, as you know that the acceleration, the value of acceleration due to gravity on the earth is 9.8 Newton, whereas the acceleration due to gravity on the moon is 1.63. That is approx 1/6 times less than the acceleration due to gravity on the earth. Okay, so when you will calculate the mass, weight of any object, suppose that you will take any object of mass 10 kg. Okay, so its weight on the earth is 10 into 9.8 Newton. So its value is 998 Newton. Whereas when that object is placed on the moon, then its weight becomes mg, mass 10 kg into gravity, acceleration due to gravity on the moon. It becomes 1.63. That means 10 into 1.63. That means 16, approx 16. Okay, and the acceleration weight on the earth is 98 Newton of the same object. Okay, that means we can say that the weight of 10 kg object on the earth is 98 Newton, whereas the same object of mass 10 kg, the weight of that object on the moon is 16 Newton. So difference should be 16 6 are 96, approx 1/6 times less than the acceleration due to gravity on the earth. So we can say that the weight of an object on the moon is 1/6 its weight on the earth. On the earth, weight is always greater than the weight on the moon of the same object. Mass is same in everywhere, but weight is different and it depends upon the acceleration due to gravity. Where acceleration due to gravity is more, then its weight is more. Where acceleration due to gravity is less, so it becomes less. Okay, so on the moon, acceleration due to gravity is less and it is 1/6 times acceleration due to gravity on the earth. So the weight of any object is on the moon is 1/6 times less than the weight on the earth. Okay, now question number 2. Is Newton's third law of motion applicable to gravitational force? Yes, of course. When earth attract any object, then the other object, suppose that a ball is attracted toward the earth, then ball also attract the earth due to gravitational force. I have discussed about the force of attraction between two objects is known as gravitational force. That means gravitational force earth acted, that ball also acted on the earth. Okay, but our naked eyes not see the movement of earth because the earth has huge mass, so its acceleration is distributed entire the mass of the earth, the force which is acted by the ball. But ball has less mass as compared to the earth, so it is easily visible acceleration produced in the ball by the earth. Okay, so we can say that yes, Newton's third law of motion. You know Newton's third law of motion? To every action there is equal and opposite reaction. That means ball also exert same force, same magnitude of force which is exerted by the earth. Okay. So yes, Newton's third law of motion applicable to gravitational force. Question number 3. What are the units of gravitational constant? I have told you gravitational constant G. G is equal to 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11 Newton meter square kg minus 2. Okay, so we can say that the unit of gravitational constant capital G is Newton meter square kg minus 2. Why is capital G called the universal constant? G is called the universal constant because its value does not change. Its value is constant in everywhere in the universe. Okay, that means its value is 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11 will be same on the earth, on the moon, on the sun, or anywhere in the universe. So capital G is called universal constant. Students, now it's time for your homework. Write down your homework. And this is your homework for day 18. Okay, today I have given do all question of class assessment 2 of page number 138. You will just see the page number 138 and there are 11 questions in class assessment 2. So you will do all 11 questions, okay, from class assessment 2 of page number 138. Today's